the tattooed golfer. 18 boring golf questions. Favourite club?
6 iron.
Which golf ball do you play?
Whatever I can find.
Hate the most, wind or rain?
After Sunday at Formby Hall, wind.
Favourite pro golfer?
It's got to be Tiger Woods for me.
Current handicap?
15.
What's it going to be this time next year?
Below 10.
How old were you when you started playing golf?
I've played as a kid, but properly 2 years ago, so about 26.
What course is at the top of the bucket list?
I want to play Pebble Beach.
What's the best course you've ever played?
I've not really played many big fancy courses. Stockport is a very, very good golf club, and all the Marriott ones are really good. So.
Which YouTube golf creator do you watch the most?
Tattooed golfer.
somebody finally said themselves. Do you recommend lessons or new clubs?
Lessons, 100%. I need them.
Stableford stroke play or match play?
Match play.
Pin in or out for putting?
Depends how far away I am.
On for show or put for dough?
On for show.
How many clubs should be allowed in the bag?
For competition?
Yeah.
12.
Laser, GPS or eyes?
GPS or laser.
Dream 4-ball, dead or alive?
Gary Glitter, Rolf Ferris and Bill Cosby.
Which one's going to go? Par 3, 4s or 5s?
4s.
That's it. Owen, the tattoo golfer, thanks for letting me introduce you. Can you just, for anybody who may not know you, introduce yourself, tell us a bit about you?
I'm Owen, the tattoo golfer on YouTube and all of the social media platforms. I love playing golf, but I like to do it with a little bit of a twist. That's me.
Yeah, which ironically in the background, for anybody on the podcast,
what's that?
we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So,
You've not seen nothing yet.
Well, that worries me then, because I've said some stuff. So the first question's always, I know you're in a bit of a branding change. I know you're still the tattoo golfer, but why the tattoo golfer? It's pretty obvious with you. But
yeah.
You've been through a couple of names I've just seen, and you've sort of added your name on as well, haven't you?
Yeah. With it being the tattooed golfer, I kind of felt like everything I had to do was golf. But I'm still the tattooed golfer. It's still TTG, but with my name in there, it just broadens the horizons for me. And then people who aren't golfers may stumble across my channel, because a lot of people, they're not into golf. And if they just see golfer, they're going to just not click on it. So it's a bit of a game plan, really. So
you haven't yet changed it to Owen Wood, right? Is it Owen Wood?
Yeah, not on YouTube. I haven't.
Are you not going to change that? Are you just going to
I was meant to change it last week, but
so you are going to change it?
I am going to, yeah, eventually.
Have you found it seems to be a running theme now that people are starting to add the names though? Is it because the more you go around places, do you want people to say, "Hey, Owen," or you don't really want people to say, "Up the tattoo golfer," do you? Like,
well,
I don't know if you do, but I think it's nice if people know your names.
Well, it gives, for me, it's a bit more personal. It's more on a personal level if they know if they know me as Owen the tattoo golfer rather than just the tattoo golfer.
Yeah.
I think it's just people can relate a bit more if there's a name to the person rather than a nickname or a catchy YouTube title. So.
Yeah, and you originally, I'd seen, were you called, I forgot the name of it now. I saw, we're going to get to that tattoo on the back of your head. I went to look at your oldest video to see how long you'd been YouTubing. And I clicked on your most popular one. And I'm pretty sure at the start of that video, you called yourself something else.
Sapning lad.
Sapning lad.
Yeah,
Yeah. How long did that last?
It was meant to be me and my mate kind of doing stupid videos, and obviously we're both tattooists, so we did a bowling video on there, like loser gets a tattoo, and we were going to do a full series. We're both idiots, really, and I love golf and I love creating the golf content, but I don't want to do the same as everyone else. And I'm sticking with the Sapling Lad theme now, but I'm merging it with the tattooed golfer. So
right. So
there's some different things coming. Let's put it that way.
That was going to be a later question. Have you done any challenges yet where the loser gets a tattoo? Something.
I've done a few back in the day, and but there will be some. 2020, I'm going to be challenging some people to come and face me, and even if they're not a tattooist, I'll even let them tattoo me if they win.
Holy crap, really? Yeah, get a Happy Me logo somewhere.
Yeah.
So what made you become a YouTuber, and probably we'll talk about the Shankers as well at that point, but what really got you into starting up and fancying having a go? And
I've always watched YouTube and follow YouTube, not as much the golf side of YouTube. I still don't. I take my inspiration from all sorts of different YouTube channels. The thing that made me, I've always been into golf, I love playing it, and the thing that made me actually start was I got the opportunity to go to Rick Shields Golf Day, and I was the cameraman for Liam, Golf Vlogs UK. And just the experience of that day, it was mind blowing for me, and I was like, at the beginning, everyone, I can remember it, everyone on the putting greens, all with the cameras out, people who had seen on YouTube, it was like, wow, I've got to have a piece of this, and that just gave me the buzz. And I'd already done little bits with that not golf related, but I didn't have the passion for it, but that really sparked
really got you going. Did it? And on that day, were they all cool with you? Was everybody,
Yeah, I did. It was weird. Like Golf Vlogs, Liam, when you speak to him, like off the camera, he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet and speak to, and he is like he is on camera. He's just bubbly, and he tells you how it is. And the following that they had on that day was unbelievable. The amount of people walking around watching Liam, the Dick, and OMP and Josh play, it was madness. It was crazy.
Was that the 4 balls that you were videoing?
No, I think Josh was there. I can't remember. No, there was a lad who played. I can't remember his name, but his driver had come off on 10th hole. I can remember that when he teed off.
Boom.
Yeah.
So that got you into it, and obviously I'm going to mould in, because I can almost guess the positive aspects of golf YouTube for you as we go into talking about the Shankers as well.
Yeah.
So that was obviously a positive experience, but what are the other positive things that have come out of doing this?
Behind the scenes, like recently, I've spoke to quite a few of the bigger YouTubers. I don't want to say the name or lick their ass and stuff like that, because that's not really what I want to do. But and they've all been. Yeah, they've all been sound. I've got me issues with some people, and I think everyone does, and not everyone's going to like me, especially next year. It's going to be a big challenge for me next year with the content I'm going to put out. It's going to be golf related, but it's going to be flipped on its head as such. So, the positives, I've gained a lot of confidence. You might not think it, or people might not see me and think, oh, he's not confident, but the first few videos, I hated being in front of the camera. If you put me in a tattoo studio, anyone walks through the door, I can talk to them for hours and I can chew their ear off. But outside of work, I was one of the most quietest people, and I don't like speaking to people or anything. But now it's given me so much confidence to get out there and actually make myself known and be me.
Brilliant. Yeah. That's the first time somebody said something different than I've met loads of different people that I weren't going to meet. So it's good that, so you've got more confidence on camera, and I know are you into filming anyway? Have you got some sort of background filming?
Yeah, I do a lot. I do a lot of business promotional videos and stuff like that. I started doing it just messing about, doing a tattoo video where I did loads of different pans and crops and different angles and stuff like that. And then it just went on to I did it for a clothing brand, done bits for clothing, design-wise and stuff like that. And that's kind of my background with video editing and stuff. But I'm self-taught in it all. Everything I do, I'm self-taught.
You're self-Googled.
Yeah. YouTube tutorials.
That's all I've ever learnt tech videos off. I failed a HND in computer studies at college.
Yeah, I got a U in art.
Did you?
Seriously, because you had to pick like a topic, and mine was patterns, and I did a full page of like Maori tribal patterns, and they said no, it's not a pattern. It is a pattern, and they didn't mark it, they didn't grade it. So, but look where I am now.
Yeah, exactly. And then onto the shankers and meeting your sort of tribe. You're an original shanker. I know you're not saying it's just you three, but how did that get started?
Well, I met Lee at the golf day the first time I met him. We didn't really speak on the day. Before it, we were chatting on Twitter. I can't really remember how it came about, and we all played together in one of Liam's golf days again, Golf Logs UK, bringing people together. And we just clicked, me, Lee and Graham. We just clicked and we just laughed all the way around. We just laughed, and it just kind of built. We're not just YouTubers that go and record videos together now. We're actually friends. If there's a day goes by we don't actually speak to each other, there's something wrong. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you're the last of the originals, and all three of you have said that you aren't phone to each other. Yeah, so that'll be good for you on your individual channels as well, because you'll be pushing each other forward individually and collectively.
Yeah, 100%. We're a team. There's no doubt about that. And anything that anyone does, I know there's a bit of a bit like Lee sometimes, because his subs aren't as much as mine. He gets a bit down sometimes, but we're always pushing each other. I played terrible on Sunday, but Graham and Lee were saying, "No, you didn't play that bad." And we're all pulling each other together, and we've all agreed if one of us makes it, we all make it. So that's what we're going to stick to.
Awesome. So you all come together through golf, mates. I've got Liam on next, actually. I was going to ask you a question because I'm going to go quite into depth with him. The golf mates thing, is it 100% genuine? Is it all as you see it? He wants people to get together.
Yeah, I'd say so. There was a time when I didn't really know if it was, but like I said, meeting Liam a few times, and I know Lee he was a bit sceptical, but like I said, it come down to the golf date with me and Lee that played on a golf day, and then he sat with us and he just talked and talked and talked. And Liam really is, when we started the Shankers, Liam got us, me, Graham and Lee into a group message, and he was giving us quite a lot of advice, saying, do it this way, try this, try that, and I'll be forever grateful for that anyway.
Brilliant. Yeah, I wanted to get that out because, like I said, I've got him on next. Mm-hmm. And that initial cynicism from people, I think he gets it a lot. So it's
yeah, you see a few comments on his videos. 90% of the people that go on his videos, they don't even watch the video and they click it like straight away. But you get the odd one or two with, like we get, with the dodgy names and the stupid comments. But if you met him and you took the time to meet him, he is just like he is on the TV on YouTube. So
yeah, I'm gonna get into some of the comments that he sent me with him, but I just wanted to get that out because I asked anybody else that, but it's not about a different channel, it's about you.
No, yeah, of course.
Well, coming back to the Shankers, we're going to the negative side of YouTube. I just want to ask quickly, because you guys are the first real collective that have got your own channel that I'm seeing, and I've seen that Bro 5 thing.
Yeah.
I've seen the Bro 5 fallout. Are you just going, we're going to be friends forever, or have you sort of continued to see of, if it goes huge, who's getting paid? You don't have to go into any details, but have you had the conversation of what happens if we all fall out?
Not as such. We still, I think we've got 40 odd subs on our Shankers channel, so we're a long way off getting paid. We do some work with Finch Golf Tours, and they're letting us go and record footage and stuff like that, which is brilliant. We all do that together. Obviously, the caps that we've got now, I've kind of got some of the caps in, and that was like my kind of thing that I'm going to do. And
You're the merch guy.
Yeah, because I've got a background in clothing and stuff, so that's where I just say, hey, I'll do it. But then these things that we can all do, if you know what I mean. So we've all got our own little things, what we do.
Sweet. Yeah, hopefully you never fall out, but it's there, isn't it? So YouTube negativity, shitty comments, thumbs down, arseholes. How are you dealing with that? You had a bit of a meltdown the other week, didn't you?
I nearly lost the plot last week. Yeah, do you know what? It's just disheartening sometimes when you can tell, some of the comments that they've read and they've commented something and it's either not happened in the video or it's just completely nothing to do with the video they've commented on. So they're not even watching the content, they're just doing a comment. Same as the dislikes. They're going on, they just say, oh, Shankers or Tattooed Golfers uploaded. Click, dislike, click off.
Yeah.
And
I saw one, because I like your stuff. As soon as you put it up, I'll listen to it straight away, which I'll give you crap for not releasing part 2 of Lloydie. Because I just listen to you, because I can carry on my work and listen to you doing it.
Yeah.
So I'll go on it, and I'll be there within a minute of it uploading, because I've got an email, and there'll be 3 or 4 dislikes on it. I'm thinking, well, it's 35 minutes long.
Yeah, it did. I nearly lost the plot, and then I went to bed. I'm a big one on positive mental attitude and stuff like that. That's kind of changed the whole way I see things. And I woke up in the morning and it was just like, no, what am I being bothered about? It's a jealousy thing. And I know for a fact 90% of them are smaller YouTubers that are going on to the channel because we're doing things that they couldn't or they wanted to do and we got there first kind of thing, which I'm a bit pissed off with me and my golf. They did. I've been planning this video. It's like chip pong, but beer pong, like beer pong, and they put but I'm still doing it, but mine's different anyway. So, and it's not with umbrellas. But it's just one of them things. Like I nearly lost the plot, and I nearly just I could have thrown my phone when I kept it, and it was just doing me. And you get to that point, and then I blew my lid and had a bit of a rant on Twitter, and then I sat and thought about it. Why are you even bothered? So yeah.
So positive mental attitude. Where's that come from to get you through it? It's not something that's natural to a lot of people.
No, I used to be very down in the dumps about a lot of things. I didn't think I'd be able to do things, and like it was all. If I had an idea, it was all, but I'm never going to be able to do that, or I won't. Oh, but what if? And I was introduced to a thing called The Secret.
Right. Yeah.
That kind of thing, and then there's a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Yeah. And it just opens your eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's I kind of use them as a bit of a guidance. I won't say a Bible, but I use it as a bit of a guidance to be more positive. And if there is something bad happening, it's like the dislikes and stuff like that, and then just spin it into a positive. Yeah, there's 40 dislikes, but there's 27 likes.
That's interesting. So, it's interesting. It's The Secret's a lot of law of attraction stuff, isn't
it? Yeah.
I think Think and Grow Rich is a lot of procedure sort of stuff. Is it the Ben Hogan story in Think and Grow Rich?
I think it is, yeah.
And he just says, he has a car crash, doesn't he, with his wife, and they basically say you don't need your golf clubs that are in back at car. You're never going to be able to walk again. And he just,
it's persistent. Think and Grow Rich is a lot of persistence.
That's the word.
But that's it. I've got a drive now. There's things that I'm doing in 2020 that I've been planning for years, but now I used to rush everything. I used to start something. I think, right, I better do it now.
Yeah.
And it failed. But there's a few things that I'm doing next year that I've been planning for over 2 years now. And I've planned enough, and I know I'm ready to do what I'm doing. So, I'm looking forward to next year.
So I think Graham said that I can't remember who gave Graham the idea of checking on your channel once a year. Are you doing the same sort of thing? Like I'm gonna give it a year and then evaluate. Not instead of evaluating every single video, I'm gonna get a bit further.
I probably won't stop YouTube. I enjoy doing it. Like I said, with the video background and stuff. I haven't really put as much effort into the editing side of my own content, which I probably should. But I've got a love for creating things.
Yeah.
If it's tattoos, if it's videos, if it's art, I've just got a love for creating stuff. So if I don't get any views, I'll still do it.
So you passed the point of no return.
Yeah. They'll probably if something obviously takes over YouTube and my time has to be elsewhere, that so be it. But there's no sign of stopping for me anyway.
That's brilliant. Same with golf. Same with golf. Now you're going to play golf till you're old and grey.
100%.
Did your life flash before your eyes that day when you nearly killed yourself at driving range?
It brushed past my neck. I'm not gonna lie, it scared me. I wish I was there. But if you watch the full bit at the beginning of the video, I'm saying I don't think I'm going to hit the 52 degree because it might bounce off the wood at the top.
Is that where it
towards the end of the video. Oh, I'll just give me 50 degree a go, and it did exactly what I said it would. But on my swing, on my back, it went through my arm and brushed past my ear like that. It shook me, and then I kind of had to stop the video and I had to sit down for 5 minutes, because that could have been end of my teeth.
Yeah, that could have been. I seen someone get in the eye off in the range of a day.
Yeah. Someone tagged me in it. This could have been you.
Yeah, you had a big black eye in there.
Yeah.
So that leads us on sort of to what keeps you going, but I think you touched on it with persistence and a positive attitude. So what keeps you going on a project where you know it's going to be a lot of work? Because videos take a lot of time to do, don't they?
Yeah, I like a challenge, and if I've got an idea that I think or I know is going to be good, I'll just push through it. You've got to look at the end result, and I'm one of them. Before I upload a video or create a video, I'll watch it 10 times, looking for little things, and I enjoy doing stuff like that. Oh no, there's so many times that I've done it, and I've done a video, and then I've not done that there, so I have to re-upload it and take it and then change it. But yeah, it's for me, it's like an enjoyment, and I've said this to Lee and Graham, an edit that I can do may take me half an hour, but it'll take other people 10, 20 hours to do.
All right, you're still faster, but you're a perfectionist. Is that part of the trade as well that you're in? Yeah,
I've not with my own videos though. When I'm doing work for other people, I seem to make sure everything is dot on. But with my own, it's just I'm like on autopilot where drag that there, put that there, and I know it's kind of second nature, so I just do it.
Yeah.
But I need next year. I'm going to be putting a lot more. I won't say time because it probably will just take me just as long to do it. But I'm going to look at it rather than just go on autopilot. I'm going to take my time and do something a bit different.
Sweet. Yeah. It's next level.
Yeah, like Eric Anders Lang, he's a big inspiration for the way his videos look. They look like they should be on TV, and that's like what I'm going to aim for, but a little bit different. More like Dirty Sanchez and Jackass, probably. But
well, we'll get to that question. Yeah, Eric Anders Lang is the benchmark for vlogs, really, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
The photography of it all, or whatever it is, the filmography, is it? It just his angles and everything is just unbelievable, isn't it?
But again, he's got a team of people that work with him and stuff like that. And maybe one day I'll get to that. Movement is key. It's hard especially when there's just one of you and you're going out doing a little bit of something where you've got a camera on a tripod. It's all static.
Yeah.
And that for me, that's my next step up. Even if it's my brother or a friend just coming helping me out, a bit of movement with the camera, it just makes so much difference to a vlog. So yeah.
You watch your Casey Neistat as well? Some of his stuff, like.
I don't, if I'm honest. But no.
I've just only started really watching, but just because I've started getting interested in what everybody's doing. But he just leave a camera somewhere. He obviously runs over a bridge, and I guess he's not somebody nicks his camera. He don't live in Wigan, does he?
No.
So the final negative side is how are you going to deal with bad comments going forward? What's your plan?
At the minute, ignore them. I have noticed with the new upload thing, you can actually take away the likes and dislikes. I don't know how much that'll affect your algorithms with searching and stuff like that. If it does or not, I don't know.
On the comment or on the video?
On the video side of things, when you're uploading now, there's a little section where it says show likes and dislikes. People can still like and dislike it, but it doesn't show up on the bottom of a viewer's screen. I don't know if that might, because the only thing that does my head in with when people just automatically dislike things without even watching it or giving it a chance is that can put other people off.
Yeah,
they'll click on the video and think, oh, it's got 15 dislikes. I'm not going to watch that. That's sort of a thing that just it does my head in a little bit where everyone influences other people in a certain way, and you disliking that, not giving it a chance, is influencing maybe hundreds of people to click on it and think, I know it's been disliked, I'm not watching that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
It's just bin the dislike. I don't see the point of it at all, because somebody could actually like the video but disagree with what you're saying. And then so they click dislike because they're disagreeing, but they've watched it for 40 minutes and they're still.
Yeah, do you know what? I wouldn't mind if they dislike the video, but then put a comment with a bit. There was a guy who he commented on my video that I did with the pins and stuff like that. And he told me why he didn't like it, and then he put, "But I didn't dislike the video."
Yes, I didn't put down. I seen that comment. Yeah,
and for me, now I know he didn't like the video. And that kind of video is not for him. Brilliant. That's constructive criticism at his best, and probably the first constructive criticism I've had on any of my videos. So that's what I'd rather see.
Dislike my video, but tell me why.
Exactly, because I'm still a baby, as in the YouTube world, a very, very small baby, and I need input and feedback from people to grow. So if I keep doing stuff that people aren't liking, like next year, I'm trying all sorts of different things, and I'm testing the water. If people like it, brilliant, I'll make more of it. If they don't, I won't. But I'm not going down the path of recording stuff that everyone wants to see, like everyone, because you see a pattern forming where all YouTube, 1 week, one driver comes out, every YouTuber's doing a video on it, and you'll see a pattern, and I don't want, I'm not a sheep. So you are. Happy me, sheep.
Well, that's a unique sheep, though. That's
there you go then.
That's the one that stands out, right? But that's what we're getting to the performing seal question right now. So, and you answered it a little bit there, and now I've added the space monkey to it at the side of it, where you're going off in your own rocket in the direction you want to. Mm-hmm. So the performing seal one is, you're wary of going down a certain path, but you are doing some crazy shit, or you've got some stuff coming up.
Yeah, I think I commented on your Twitter post about it. I did feel myself,
right? Yeah,
getting in line with someone else's rocket, or and like joining onto other people's rockets, and it wasn't me, and it didn't feel like me. So I kind of had to rethink a few things and get back in my own lane on my own rocket.
So I've seen the golf pin, drunken pin, somebody's birthday, wasn't it?
It was my birthday, yeah.
So is that sort of the stuff you're going to go down, the like you said, the Jackass sort of, is that where you see yourself?
A little bit. It's not that people might think, oh, he's just going to do stupid stuff like that. I'm not. There will be skill in the golf and stuff involved. Yes, there might be some stupid dares and forfeits involved. But they're not all going to be. That was, we literally, we went for a meal, went for a drink, and then we was just sat let's make a video. Originally, we were going to get 6 staplers and put staples in one of them and do staple roulette, but no golf involved. And it was my brother, actually, who's been on a couple of our videos. He turned around and said, no, if we're doing something, we've got to do it so it's for your YouTube channel. Yeah. All right, fair enough. So then, what can we do? What can we do? Bear in mind, this was gone 12 o'clock at night. So I said, "Oh, I've got some practice balls. Oh, we'll hit them at each other." We've got some drawing pins. Right, take them round, and then we'll do that. And that was it. And then it was right. How do we do it? Oh, sod it, rock, paper, scissors. And then we did a plank. And I couldn't remember half of it, if I'm honest with you. But then when I came to edit it, I didn't stop laughing. I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea.
Oh, it makes me laugh though.
But like even non-golfers, right? This was aimed more at non-golfers so many people who saw the video who aren't golfers, who are my mates from school and growing up, sending me quotes from what my brother said and stuff like that. That was hilarious, blah, blah, blah. And that's what I want. I'm not your average golfer, look at me. I just want to be different, and I want people to, and maybe I could bring a few people to come and try golf out, like the driving range I do a bit of work with, and he lets me record there. The aim that he's got, and if you look at the sign work round, he's not pointing at golfers. He wants people who've never played golf to come and try, and that's what I'm all about.
Boomers and swingers. Is it
boomers and swingers? Yeah, it's good.
So how did that video go down? How has it gone down? I mean, you don't care, but it's
gone down pretty well on views. Yeah. It's matched with my other video. The last few videos I've done have got like over 200 views in a week, which is really good for me. I think that's pretty good. I've had mixed reviews on it. Like I said, a lot of people have messaged me saying, "Oh, that was hilarious," when you're doing more stuff like that. But obviously, there's a lot of people that watch YouTube that just watch golf YouTube. Yeah. And when they see something different, they don't like it. But that's it.
Yeah, the kids doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how it's taken off. But what you said there was, when you edited it, you were laughing. Are you going to try and do more things that make you laugh and almost do it for yourself next year, and then know that other people will like it because you laughed at when you were doing the edit?
Yeah, I was debating creating 2 YouTube channels because I like doing drawing stuff and art stuff, but I haven't got the time to do 2. So my idea for next year is I'm going to focus on, I want to get better at golf, and I don't want to make a mockery of golf. So people who think that, get it out of your head. I just want to have fun while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I don't want to disrespect anyone. That's another one. Yeah. I like doing things a bit different. Like that's just me. I don't follow people, and I want to start. I want to stand out, not blend in.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
because you could click on 50 of 55 golf YouTube channels, and if you muted the volume and just watched the videos, they all look the same.
You're going to forget everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to be a bit different. I like different.
It's interesting. Like, reminded me, I listened to Tim Ferris podcast with Scott Adams. I think his name's Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert.
Yeah. And
he just said how he does his cartoons is he reads newspapers, he goes through Facebook feeds, goes through Twitter. He doesn't do anything, but when he goes like this, the minute his body goes, he goes, that's what I'm doing cartoons today. And it's like, It makes me laugh. I'm going to do a cartoon on it. And it just reminded me of that. It's a good podcast, that one.
Well, that's the kind of way, like I said earlier, I don't just watch golf YouTube. I rarely watch golf YouTube, to be fair. The ones I do watch is like Liam's videos. I will watch them all the time. I do like watching a bit of James Robinson every now and again. And then, again, it's thumbnails. If I see a decent thumbnail and a decent title, I'll click on it. I don't care if I like you, if I don't like you, if I'm not keen. If I haven't watched your content before, I'll still click on it and watch it. But like I said, I watch videos outside of the golf world. And if I laugh at a video, which I have done twice this week, and that's I've got 2 videos that I'm recording, and I'm laughing thinking about it. So I just hope other people enjoy it as well.
Excellent. Off the subject, from that pin video, that's when I clocked the tattoo on the back of your head. And your most popular video is having that tattoo done, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, did that hurt?
It didn't tickle.
You had the camera like here, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That video.
To be fair, the top of the back of my head was okay. It was, do you know where you've got that dip in your skull?
Yeah.
At the bottom of your skull.
Yeah.
That was not nice. But like I said, I've got my throat done and stuff like that. but I get tattooed by my friends, so they don't care if they're hurting you. When you're tattooing a client, when I'm tattooing a client, you've got to take into consideration, like, should I slow down a bit? Should I give him a breather? If it's your mate tattooing you, they don't care. I had my mate, I was laying on a thing getting me, and he was blocking, the throat is horrible because you've got to stretch your skin and push on it, so they're blocking your windpipe. You can't breathe. And he's there going, through me neck. I'm like, just stop. Yeah, but
I'm allergic to commitment. I could never have a when did you have your first tattoo? When did you get into that? Was there just an art thing that you knew you were always going to have them, or?
But when I was in school, I was always into art and tattoo art as such. When I was in school, I used to draw people's names in permanent marker on their arm, and they used to pay me. I used to draw people's names in graffiti. This was 15, 16-year-old, and they used to pay me. At 16, I bought a mini air compressor and an airbrush, and I was doing people's graffiti names on T-shirts and selling them. They'd go to Primark, buy the T-shirt. I'd charge them £10, £15 to do the name on the T-shirt, because there was a phase that went through, like, all the lads would go to Blackpool together and all the girls would go. So I just used to do that, and that kind of sparked the love for tattooing. I never thought I'd be a tattooist. I was an electrician. Right. When I left school, it was a week after I left school, I started my apprenticeship. Yeah. Which a lot of people, I hated it at the time, because a lot of people were having a good 2, 3, 4 weeks gap and break and partying. But I had to move straight to Leeds and go to college and start college and stuff. And I was just starting my last year of my apprenticeship, electrician, and got made redundant along with 59 other apprentices. So then I had the choice. So I go back to college, but I was already tattooing, not in the right way, like messing about with mates. And I had the choice, and I just ran with it and never looked back.
So you went into an apprenticeship tattooing, or you just went straight into?
No, it was about the same time I bought a tattoo kit off eBay.
Right.
I actually rang my mate and said, I've got this tattoo kit. He said, right, come round to me nan's. I ended up in his nan's attic. Never set up a tattoo machine in my life. And he wanted a music note about that big on his arm. We're up there in his attic. I stuck this stencil on. It looked brilliant. I sat there and said, right, we're going to start now. The machine were probably set up upside down and everything. I went,
oh, no, I've lost you.
But it was just really big.
Oh, sorry, as you were going in there, I lost you. As you were going in, it was set upside down, and then...
Yeah, I went to start tattooing. I just went down his arm. Like, I just didn't... So it ended up massive. From that big, it went to about that big.
I like how you experimented on somebody else.
Oh, I had so many different friends who just let me, and then it was actually my mates that actually said, "Oh, do you know what? You should start charging for this."
Yeah.
And that's what I said. All right, then. So then I passed my test at that time, which was a couple of weeks after I turned 17, and then I started going to house parties, not drinking. Yeah. So I started going to house parties with my stuff in the boot, set up in people's kitchens, just doing names and stuff on them, and then make £300 and then go home. A 17-year-old making 300 quid on a Saturday night is brilliant.
That's all right. And all these people waking up on Sunday mornings going, where's that come from?
Yeah, I've always been a bit of an entrepreneur, as they call them.
I was going to come into that, whatever the entrepreneur thing is, but have you always been in, like, somebody who makes money? Like,
I try.
You sell things, so...
Yeah.
How long after doing party tattoos have you got your own shop? Is that your own shop now? Is it
no, I've had a few shops, but I'm doing it a bit freelance now, where I'll travel around and tattoo anywhere. I don't like when I had my own shops, I was kind of stuck in the same place, and I had to be there, and I had to pay bills and stuff like that. But yeah,
now you're freelancer. Sweet. Oh
yeah. I tattoo in a few places, and like I said, I'd like to tattoo everywhere like a travel and tattoo, but with family, and I've got an autistic daughter, so that it's a little bit difficult at times. So, but I'm pushing my graphic work and my other work at the minute.
Yeah,
so
of course. Owen design.
OW design and media. Yeah, we'll just see where that goes. But
another spin-off. I like multiple streams of income. If you've ever listened to Bob Proctor, who's on MSI, multiple streams of income. You know, anything, any direction, isn't it? Like,
no one ever makes $1 million from one source of income. Oh, very few. I know, I've heard it, I've seen it. But yeah, but I'm kind of falling out of love with the tattoo side of things, and my energy is flowing more towards my graphic work and stuff like that. I am doing a bit of design work for some quite big YouTubers, and that could get my foot in the door to grow what I want to do. So yeah, fingers crossed, and we'll see.
So going back to the Space Monkey and a rocket, is that the right rocket though? If is your own YouTube, your own channel, your own brand? Are you aware? So what I'm saying is, are you wary that I don't want to go too far on that channel, but I want to keep doing my own thing? That's the.
I'm still going to do I'm talking about design thing. I'm doing some logo designs and stuff like that and some editing for some bigger YouTubers, which could then put me on to doing editing for someone else. And I'd like to give up tattooing if I could in the next 12 months, or go part-time, and then the other side of it will be graphic work. I can do the graphic work everywhere. My daughter's 6-year-old. I don't know when she's going to need me or when she's not going to need me and stuff like that. So I want to be in a position where I can say, I don't have to go to work. I can do my work at home. I can do my work sat next to her if I need to. Do you know what I mean? So that's my focus and my drive. So
excellent, yeah.
Millionaire by the time I'm 35.
Sweet. How far away is that?
7 years.
Sweet. You're young, man. How tough? Autistic daughter. How tough is that life? Is it?
Yeah, we've had a lot of support.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah. No, I don't mind talking about it. Like, I could have brought it into my YouTube channel and I'm doing this for my autistic daughter and stuff. But I find that a bit thingy sometimes, like a bit usy. Like, I know Lee, Golf Nuts, he does stuff for Dementia, but I love the fact that what he doesn't throw it in everyone's face.
No.
And kind of push it at you. And if you ever meet his dad is the nicest guy you'll ever meet. It's weird because my granddad died of Alzheimer's. Had Alzheimer's, and I can see so much in Lee's dad with the dementia, and we kind of click straight away. We've got banter. It's brilliant, but the way Lee does it is brilliant because he does it all in the background. He doesn't push and he's not trying to grow a YouTube channel using a disease or a charity just to grow his YouTube channel, because he's had his dad on the channel once. He could go and bring his dad up. Oh, my dad's got dementia, blah blah blah. He doesn't do that because he doesn't. I tell you what, Lee does not use people. Lee's relatives, if you knew who Lee's relatives were, Lee could be at the top of the YouTube game. Let's put it that way. But he doesn't use people.
Right. He answers the question when you say, "Why do you do YouTube?" And he'll give you that's why, but he doesn't give it your turn until you ask the question.
I think for Lee, it's more of memories that he can watch back in the years to come. And I've had so much support of Lee through it, and I've supported him through things. And it was like the seniors masters that Lee and Graham went to, the senior masters at Forest of Arden. I was meant to be going, but I turned my ticket down and told Lee to take his dad. Didn't think twice about it. I don't know if I should. I don't know, but yeah, I did that because I wish I had stuff to watch back. Do you know? And I just said it's a once in a lifetime thing. Take your dad. Yeah, And I wouldn't do it for anyone else, I don't think. I've got all the time in the world for Lee. And Graham. He's just a bellend, though,
So my question with autistic daughter, I saw the Paddy McGuinness thing, and his wife, and
I tattooed Paddy McGuinness.
Did you?
Yeah, and we kind of clicked when I tattooed him. Tattooed him a couple of times actually. But his children are autistic, and I kind of related to him a bit. But autism is very different. Not one autistic child is the same as another. Like my daughter's 6 now. She doesn't speak. She's started to communicate a bit with cards and stuff like that. She does a bit of sign. It can be tiring at times, and it's hard work. But yeah, you've just got to deal with what you got and stomp on. I've got a good family. I've got a strong family behind me who support everything I do. Support my daughter and my partner. She fights tooth and nail for her. So yeah, they've been tired. She's had 9+ operations in the last 2 years. Because she had a disease in her inner ear on both sides, so they basically had to take chunk out of her skull and get rid of this disease and all sorts. So yeah, but she's a trooper. She's like a dad. She just fights on.
Awesome, mate. Well, you've all got a good attitude around you, and keep on doing what you can do, isn't it?
That's it. You just got to. You've got to take what you've got and work with it, and it comes down to your own willpower and stuff like that. If you can push it as far as you want to push it, but then it comes down to the positive mental attitude and stuff again. Because a lot of people will get to a certain point and think, I won't be able to do that.
Yeah,
I can't go any further. But it's only yourself stopping it. That's the way I see it, anyway.
Awesome way of looking at it. There's obviously a lot of gratitude there for what you've got, and
100%.
What you haven't got. And
take for instance, I know we're not talking golf or anything here, but take for instance this tree. If you looked at the tree that me and my partner had 2 years ago, it cost about £10 for the tree and the decorations. You could see through it; it was that thin and sticky, and the house we lived in and stuff. And we've just pushed and fought, and if you can't wait for things to come. You've got to go out and get them. That's you've got to go and fight for what you want. And we would have never thought we'd be in a house like we are now with as much room and a Christmas tree that actually looks like a Christmas tree, not a dying bush. So yeah, it's just one of them things. For me, like YouTube, I could have just give up when I got a negative comment, or fall into the trends and follow what everyone else is doing in the golf YouTube world, but I want to take it somewhere else. Same as the Shankers, we want to take it other places. It's just a podcast at the minute, but there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes.
It's brilliant, and it's there's so many people that have got lives that you don't see or you don't understand, and everybody's living their own crazy life. A lot of people much more than others, and to have an attitude like that's brilliant. So well done to you for how far you've come and how far you're going to go.
But anyone can do it. That's another thing. If you put your mind to something, just follow your dreams. Dream big. That's just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? This is and so that for anyone who watches this, if you've got an idea and you think it can change your life, chase it, because 9 times out of 10 it will change your life. Or if it doesn't, it will change your life in a way you didn't expect.
Exactly. We're going to come back to that. So I will get you on golf now. We went round the houses, so we'll do 3 golf promotional questions. So, this the question: what does golf do for you? Getting out and playing, how does it affect your mental state? What is it? Why do you like golf so much? Is probably the question.
If I'm having a bad day and I can walk around a golf course, whether it be on my own or with someone else, it is a breath of fresh air. Wind, rain, sun, whatever. I love being on the golf course. I have got a passion for golf, I will say that, and I love playing golf. And for me, it's an escape. That's my partner, she'll go on and get her hair done and this, that, and the other. My escape is playing golf. I'm not a big drinker, so I don't go out on nights out getting drunk, this, that, and the other. If I'm not at home with my family or at work, I'm doing something to do with golf. I don't really do much else. So yeah, it's kind of my escape and what I do to relax. Even though half of the time I'm not relaxed when I'm playing golf.
I was just happy to hear you don't drink that much because I've seen what happened last time you had a good...
No, I don't. I rarely drink. So when I do, I drink on special occasions. That's it. Right. Really. I don't really. I'm not one for. Don't drink lager. Cannot drink lager.
Oh yeah.
It's just too gassy. I drink rum. That's all. I'll just go straight on the rum. Havana Club 7-year-old. Try it. It's the future.
What was that? What 7-year-old?
Havana Club.
Oh yeah.
Cuban rum. It's beautiful.
Advice is this question's for people that have probably never played golf before, or have maybe played once or twice. What is your advice to them now that you've played quite a lot of golf? To not worry about the stickling rules and stuff like that. What would you say to somebody who's thinking about going for a game of golf?
Get to Boomers and Swingers, because that place is they don't. A lot of driving races, you'll go and you get that golfer atmosphere. There, it's not. And what I would say, if you want to go out and play golf, go and play golf. Take your mates, even if they've never played before, and have a laugh. Yes, if there's rules on the golf course, dress code, blah, blah, do your best to follow it, but go and have a laugh. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it. I will not do anything that I don't enjoy. That's just if you think you're going to have a laugh and you want to try it, just go and make sure you have fun. Yeah, that's all I'd say.
Sweet, have fun's a recurring theme. And final golf question is what do you think golf clubs can do to get more people to go out for the first rounds, to get more people playing?
I think it's a tricky one. Like there's a lot of thing about dress code and stuff like that. And my opinion's quite. I know I don't dress like a golfer as such, but if I'm going playing golf, I like my pants, my polo shirt and stuff like that. It makes you feel like it's like my kit as such. Yeah. I don't know if people complain about the price of golf, but I've had this conversation. Like my dad plays golf, my uncle plays golf, and so we do. But like 10 years ago, if you asked them, "Oh, do you fancy a game of golf?" they would have laughed at you and said, "Not a chance." But now they love it. We go away every September and play for 4 days straight. It's a tricky one when it comes to golf clubs promoting it. I suppose they need to get involved with the social media side of things. I see a lot of golf clubs doing it on social media. They're just doing it the wrong way. They look too corporate and stuff like that. Look at what don't look at other golf clubs. Look at other brands and other things. Do what they're doing. Copy what they're doing. Don't copy what another golf club is doing because they're struggling for members as well. You've got to. That's like I said, I watch, go back to the watching YouTube, I watch all sorts of YouTube videos and I take my inspiration and twist them into a golf way. You could do that with anything. Twist it into a golf club could twist it into all sorts. Just make the competitions fun, like on a nearest to pin. At Breakmate in Bolton where I am, they do a captain's day and on the first tee, even though it's a par 4, they spray paint a big target.
Oh, yeah.
120 yards finger. And before you take your tee shot, you've got to take a shot at that. And that little things that you could do. I don't know if Graham and Lee have mentioned it yet, but with Finch Golf Tours, the Shankers are going to be taking over one of their tours next year, and we're going to be hosting it, and that will be fun. So, yeah. Look for that one.
Nice one, mate. It's all good, isn't it? Yeah, golf clubs become Netflix, don't become blockbusters.
It's a tricky one. There's a lot of shutting clubs and stuff like that, but again, they're stuck in a rut, I think, and they're kind of repeating the same stuff they've done 20, 30, 40 years ago. They need to get into the 21st century and take inspiration from things outside of golf to push their golf club and appeal to other people, younger people. They need more younger people playing golf, but then you get members that complain that the younger people winning the competitions. And like at Breakmate, there's a couple of lads who started playing golf. One of them got given a handicap of 16, even though he handed 3 cards in that he should have been off 25. Because the members are complaining, saying, "Oh, these new members are coming and they're just winning everything." So they're just giving false handicaps for me. I think just to please old-timer golfers
that never spend any money, but that we'll talk about elsewhere. Yeah, great. So, last of the main questions. We've gone through a lot of creative ideas. It's like, do you have any other creative ideas you are planning to launch? You've sort of talked a lot about that, though. But anything else to talk about, or just in general? Big year coming up.
I know a lot of people say new year, new me, and all that. It's not going to be a new me. I'm just implementing my goals next year. That's when I start achieving my goals. I've got a lot of goals set.
Have you got them written down?
I have.
Yeah. Well, have you been on Thinking Into Results? Have you seen any of that?
Pardon? I didn't hear that.
Thinking Into Results. Bob Proctor.
I've heard a lot of Bob Proctor stuff. Yeah, and writing things down and writing things down as if you've already got them.
Already achieved.
Yeah.
I am happy and grateful now that I have
received.
Yeah, don't it? But it's
you never know, and there's a lot of people. I'm a big skeptic when it comes to everything. I'm skeptical about everything, and it was weird. It was just one day I've been told about this book and this, that, and the other numerous times, and I thought, do you know what? Sorry, I'm going to open my mind, because you've got to. If you've always got it in the back of your head, no, it's not going to work. It's never going to work.
Yeah.
So you just got to open your mind, let your mind go, and just go for it. And I did, and yeah, some's worked, some haven't. But it's made me feel a lot better about myself and the way I see things. Like I could be so down in the dumps about my daughter having autism and this, that, and the other, but that she'll do something so minute to 99% of the other people. But for me, that is the biggest positive.
Yeah.
It's little things now that she can go up the stairs and down the stairs on her own. Brilliant. People think like, oh my God, she's 7-year-old. She's just walking up the stairs. But she's not just because you look at my daughter physically, you wouldn't tell that she had any sort of disability. She just looks like a normal little girl. Not normal. I hate that word.
Normal.
But yeah, don't take anything for granted and just live for what you can and push and push and push. If you've got something, like I said before, just go for it. I've got so much ready to happen, not just in the golf world.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm focused.
What you think about, you become. That's a big happy me philosophy. You know, so like you said, if you think inside, I can't do it all the time, you're right. So get on target, you're right there. So it brings us to the happy me questions. The $2 million question. You got $2 million in the bank. You got the houses around the world. You got the cars on the drive. Everything's paid for. You've been on world trips, playing golf. What's the day job? What would you do if you had the freedom to do anything as a day job?
What I do now. That's me. Anything art, anything design, anything graphic, tattooing. For the last 8 years, I haven't worked a day in my life. I know I don't earn thousands and thousands of pounds, but don't feel like I go to work. Sometimes it gets tedious. Don't get me wrong, when people want pocket watches tattooed on them, yeah, it gets tedious, but I just love it, and I don't see it like work. So yeah, I do that.
Where you are now, that's by design, though, isn't it? That's something you've worked on to be there. It hasn't dropped out of the sky that I'm in love with this. You've worked hard to
yeah, of course. Don't get me wrong, at the beginning of my career, it was work and it was hard work. But now that's why I close my shops and stuff, because I've got so much more freedom now. Sometimes it's a struggle to find a place to work at where you can still have the freedom, because some places still want you to see it as a job. But I became a tattooist, so I didn't have a leash around my neck and a time to stick to and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just one of them things.
I didn't want anybody to think I'd let you off the hook with that, but I knew that you'd been thinking about it for a while, though. With everything you've said, you're on target. You've probably still got bigger goals, and you've got them written down, and you don't need to share them with anybody. So this time next year, what did you say you were? I know you're going into League 5 on the goal sub. You're late 4s, 4, 7, 8, something like that.
I think I've just broke 480, 482. I think
this time next year. Where if we do this again, if you let me interview you again this time next year, where are you?
Hopefully over 1,000. If I'm over 1,000 by this time in 12 months, I'll be over the moon. But I'm not really bothered.
In life, in business,
in life, this time next year, the hard work will have probably started, and I will be working hard. And this time next year, we'll do the podcast face to face, not over Zoom.
Oh shit! I like to sit in this room and never talk to people. Really?
Well, I'll stand at your window.
No, definitely, yes. We'll have a studio and everything by then.
See, there you go. Dreams and goals.
I'll bring some Havana 7-year-old.
You have to get me a long taxi home.
We'll meet in the middle.
All right. Happy days. But that's another thing, like the Shankers. We've fought loads of stuff, and we kind of introduced Graham more into True Geordie podcast. And if you look at his setup, he's got roller cameras and different panning. And that's when I go back to the movement side of things, just because it's not just a static thing. You've got cameras moving on shots and stuff, and that's one of the goals for the Shankers, to rent whether it be a little studio or a little room, a business room that we could just set up as a nice place where we can all meet up. And so that's another goal for us.
Like a live Masters final round.
Well, that's the dream, that where we can. I'm not a big. I don't follow pro golfers and stuff. I like the likes of Tiger Woods and stuff like that, but I'm not a big golf fanatic. I'm a golf fanatic in the fact of playing golf and getting out there and playing, but I love watching it, but I don't pay attention to who's hitting the ball. It's one of the, so I struggle sometimes when there's a solid topic for one of our podcasts. I do struggle. I've got to do a bit of research and like, what are we talking about here? But again, I don't mind doing that because it's helping grow the Shankers. But if it was on my own channel, it won't be happening.
Right.
So
that's great, though, isn't it? That's great to have two. Again, multiple streams of income, multiple ideas, things are going on.
I'm a long way off making money off YouTube, and so are the Shankers. But if I've still got this passion for it in the next 12 months, happy days. Like I said, the passion may go on to something else that I'm focused on. This is more like an obsessive hobby. At the minute. Yes, I don't care what anyone says. People do not start YouTube to not get views. They do it. They're putting things on YouTube so people can watch it. And yeah, I want people to watch my videos and watch my stuff. So I've looked at the where people. I know there's a few golf YouTubers that boost the posts like YouTube, so it comes up as an ad and stuff like that. I've looked into it. But I'm not really in a position where I can throw money at something like that just yet. So we'll see. But again, are they true views, and are they? I want people to watch my videos because they want to watch them and they want to like them. So
you're not buying subscribers anytime soon, then?
No.
I've seen some off there. We know who's bought subscribers.
I've been accused of it myself. I might as well tell you now. I had an idea because obviously I've got my tattoo pages and stuff like that. I had a spike of over 100 subs in a day, and that was it. People were accusing me of buying subscribers. But I think this is a YouTube exclusive. The first thing what I did was I used my head for one. I put a competition on my tattoo page on Facebook, And to enter the competition to win a tattoo voucher, you had to subscribe to my channel, take a screenshot and post it in the comments.
Oh, right. Made them take a picture.
They screenshotted it and posted it. And yeah, granted, a few of them are probably unsubscribed now, but I got over 100 subscribers within a couple of hours, and I had Lee ringing me, what are you doing? Why is your subscribers going up, this and the other? And I think outside the box.
Yeah, well.
And that's what I got. Like with Instagram, when I first started Instagram, I had about nearly 900 and something followers, and then I started getting into the influencers and tattooing the influencers and the celebrities and stuff like that.
Right.
And one of them that I won't name, he said, buy 5,000 followers on Instagram. I said, I didn't understand him at the time. So, all right, I don't know how much it cost. So he did all the site and stuff for me, bought me 5,000 followers, and then he started tagging me in his story and stuff on Instagram. And then that hand in hand, overnight, my following, because he was tagging me and then other influencers were tagging me. And that, because if they go on, if a celebrity tags someone who's only got 20 followers, you won't get any followers back.
Right.
But he said that 5,000 followers is an investment for you.
It's social proof.
And watch it grow. So I did it. This is talking a few years ago now, and now I'm on over 20,000 followers.
Right.
Yes, 5,000 of them are fake for anyone who's thingy, but it's worked and it's grown my thingy. Would I do it with YouTube? Probably not, because you could buy a subscriber on YouTube, but you're not buying views.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you see a few channels, you see them selling them on eBay and stuff like that. They've got 10,000 followers, 1,800 followers, but they're only getting 80 views on a video and stuff like that. Like I've had a look at your channel. Like your tech stuff has got so many views.
Yeah.
That just showed like how many? I don't know how many subs you 5,000 and something. Is it?
Yeah.
But they are all true subscribers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a bit disheartening when you see how many views yours has got and they've not clicked that subscribe button, because you could be huge.
I don't mind. I don't think that somebody watches, because what happens with me is generic search. So someone says, how do you use Zoho or whatever, and they're going to watch it and leave. I don't mind that. I've got some free training that I give them, but that was when it first went monetization. It went 4,000 hours watch time or 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
I was killing the hours watched, but then they changed the rules on the subscribers.
Yeah, that's the thing. That I think that we interviewed Lloydie, and that's a big thing for him at the minute. It is the 4,000 watch time in 28 days or 30 days that you've got to have it.
Yeah, I thought it were a year.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah,
but that's what you need to be able to monetize your videos, and that's scary, because obviously a lot of people don't understand that people who haven't got YouTube channels, and then there's the CPM and stuff like that. Which that's
the CPMs where you shouldn't be feeling sorry for me, because mine's £80 1,000 views.
Yeah. Wow.
Because every video's got a business platform in front of it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're selling a golf video, it's got buy a $300 driver. Whereas the adverts in front of my video sign up for something that's probably going to cost you $2,000 a month.
Well, that's it. Well, that's where tactics come to with my name change and stuff. Yeah, because again, I'm thinking months, years ahead. The reason I've changed my name now is because if it says tattoo golfer, again, when ads come, I'm only going to get golf ads.
Yeah.
Like Rick Shields, a Rick Shields video, before his video is a Garmin Rick Shields advert.
Oh.
and that kind of thing. So yeah, that's why I need to do it. I'm probably going to do it tonight now, actually. But now you've refreshed my memory to just change it. It's going to be TTG Owen Wood.
Brilliant.
And that, it opens my options. And then when, hopefully one day it does come to the monetization, doesn't just...
No hope, man. No hope. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I know it will. Like I said, I don't know when, I don't know how long it's going to take, and I'm not really bothered. So,
Well,
if
mate,
it does, when it does, it's a bonus.
when for sure.
When it does, yeah.
Thanks for letting me interview you. I think we could go on about it all night with about 18 different stories. We could have gone on to different.
Might have to cut a few bits out.
I don't cut anything. Bang, it's gone. It's live. It's basically live. I'll stop this recording and fire it out.
Yeah,
so,
brilliant.
Thanks for coming on. Great to get you on. Glad I've got all the shankers. I look forward to seeing what each individual's going to do. And
Lee rang me before. Ring me before he finishes and send me the code, and we'll all jump on it and surprise him. I want my own interview.
Well, when I started doing it, I had Lee Whitaker and Lee Jones on the same day. I didn't realise them.
Yeah, he told me.
And they were popping up on each other's videos. So, right, mate. Yeah. Thanks a lot for that.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed that, mate. It felt like we sat here 10 minutes, and we haven't.
Something later, but we'll definitely get on one again and revisit.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.